And we're back. If you have driven Riverside Drive recently, and let's say you're going north toward the gathering place, you've come upon a building that's attracting a lot of attention over there. It's called the Discovery Lab. And our guest for this segment is Chip Lindsey. Chip, good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm great. Thanks.
You're Director of Education for the lab, is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And you take people like me and bring us up to speed.
I Any way that I can be helpful.
Anyway, that's a terrific thing to hear. Recently, we had a woman that's I have said one of the best directors I've ever worked with, and she's in the booth right now. Emily Spivey come over, and she got some video, and we're going to be talking, and she's going to roll the video so folks can see what it's all about. But what is the Discovery Lab? What purpose does it serve?
So Discovery Lab is Tulsa's children's museum, and we specialize in STEM or STEAM programming. So that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. We're an educational institution, but we're not a school. In our world, it's free choice learning. Families or students with their teachers, or even young adults who want to come and experience some things that are maybe ordinary things, but we do use them in extraordinary ways here at Tulsa Children's Museum or Discovery Lab. And we're always experimenting, trying to figure out new ways to engage and intrigue and inspire people to learn more about the world they live in.
You guys are located in very close proximity to the gathering place. Are you affiliated with the gathering place?
Yeah, what a great question. We're very fortunate to be located just on the south edge of the gathering place. We're actually on land that was donated to Discovery Lab by the George Kaiser Family Foundation. And the landscaping is in fact exactly like what you would see over the gathering place. So it kind of makes it a seamless part of that fantastic gem of a place here in Tulsa. For us at the Children's Museum at Discovery Lab, it's a way to really attract a much broader audience than we might normally attract. I mean, it's this wonderful opportunity. Because everybody goes to the gathering place, all of Tulsa, and so this wonderful place, Discovery Lab, is here for all of Tulsa as well. So. As that old saying goes, location, location, location. We couldn't be in a better spot.
Well, in just reviewing some of the video, as I'm seeing it for the first time, Chip, it's intriguing to me, and I'm kind of long in the tooth, but it makes me want to come. So I'm sure that there are teachers out there or parents who would be interested in bringing a group of youngsters in to learn. How does it work? Do they call and set up a time to visit? What does it take to bring children in?
Sure. So if you're a teacher, you would give us a shout and say, "Hey, I've got my class or my school that is interested in coming, and we can set you up on a field trip." If you're a family, say you're a adult caregiver, mom or dad, and hey, maybe you want to come and see Discovery Lab, swing by on a weekend or afternoons or even the mornings, anytime really. We're open 7 days a week. You come up to the admission desk and get in. One of the best values, of course, is to become a member, because then you have unlimited access to Discovery Lab for the whole year. But you can just come for a day. If you really like it, you can take that admission that you paid at the desk and put it against a membership if you so desire. So any way that you can come is the best way. We're open 7 days a week, as I said before, and anytime school is out, we're open. So during holidays, the winter break, spring break, summer, we're open. And we really look at those times, the times outside of school, as valuable learning times, just like the times we normally think of as science education happens in the school. Well, sure it does, but it also happens in all the times outside of school, those weekends and holiday times, the after school times. And so we're open a lot.
I just sitting here dreaming about what that would have been like for me if I'd been a young one and had a chance to explore like that. How large an operation is it on the inside?
The exhibits area itself, the area that we're seeing on this beautiful tape that you shot is about 20,000 square feet of space. So it's quite expansive. It's a big open space, and it invites you to come and explore and try your hand at a lot of different things. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can usually find something that's intriguing. I mean, one of my favorite sayings is, there's only two kinds of people in the world, and that's kids and maladjusted kids called adults. So this is a great way to come and explore and find your child, find that inner child again.
What's your favorite part, Chip?
Oh, that's a trick question. It kind of depends on the day. But I'll tell you, there was one segment you just showed that had these bits of fabric that were floating on the wind. It's a classic example of ordinary stuff used in extraordinary ways. There's 7 or 8 fans arranged in a circle, all pointed towards the middle. And then there's some really diaphanous, wonderful, colorful pieces of cloth. And as you hold it towards the center, the wind picks it up and carries it to the ceiling. It's called Fans and Fabric. It's beautiful. It's also intriguing, like, wait, so where is that? Why does that happen? It's a function of the way the wind swirls around, and oh my gosh, it models a tornado in a very gentle, wonderful way. And it allows you to do some experiments. So we've even found some things that are parts of other exhibits coming to Fans and Fabric, like parachutes from a different area coming over to Fans and Fabric. So,
almost like when you're watching it, you can hear the theme from Forrest Gump.
I'll take your word for it. I think it's fantastic.
Well, you've got to hear it, because this, in the opening scenes of Forrest Gump, it involves a feather, and the music matches it perfectly. So as I'm sitting here watching, I'm thinking, holy Toledo. Is there a gift shop?
Yeah, we have a gift store called Gizmos that's out in the main lobby. You don't have to purchase a ticket to get in there, but it's a great place to find those little gifts for a birthday or for a special occasion for the young person in your life. That if they get it that as a present, they may end up learning something. By the way, as opposed to something that would just be a throwaway moment. There's some good educational stuff in the gift store.
Whose idea was this? Who came up with this concept for Tulsa?
There were some folks that were key elements in this, and I'd like to say I knew them all, but I'm fairly new to Tulsa, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. I know that one of our founding members, Leah Storm, was very interested in why doesn't Tulsa have a place like this? And that was probably 10 years ago now, maybe a little longer. Ray Vandiver, our executive director, was in on the ground floor. His story is that he recognized right away that Tulsa was one of the last cities of this large of a city that didn't have its own children's museum. So for him, it was like, wow, this is going to be like the last chance that somebody has to do a children's museum right. And so those great thinkers came together, and of course, with support of the incredible Tulsa philanthropic community, started a Discovery Lab over in Owen Park in a little civic center over there that has become very fond to a lot of people. That site has just shut down with the opening of this new, really beautiful, wonderful site here on the outskirts of the gathering place on Riverside Drive.
Chip, we got about 2 minutes, and I got to ask you this one question before I let you slip out of here. As I look at the building from the outside, I'm under the impression that somebody somewhere when this was designed said, you know what, let's design it so it can be expanded. And let's think to the future, and let's see if we can garner the interest in promoting the science lab. And if it catches on, well, we can expand this thing in as much as we want. How far off base am I?
Well, you're not off base. The thing that's also really unusual, and I haven't seen it anywhere else in the country, is that our executive director, Ray Vandiver, worked with the architect, KKT Architects, to design and future-proof this facility. So all of the exhibits that you see in that 20,000 square foot area are temporary.
Yeah.
We don't know how long they're going to be there. They may be there a year, or they may be there 4 years, or they may be there 6 months. We don't know. But everything is placed in a way that it can come out. So you'll see immediately when you come in, it looks really permanent. Wow. But it's meant to change and meant to be reconfigured and reimagined in the future.
Meant to
Additionally,
evolve.
it will evolve.
Evolutionary process.
And it's part of what we know that this place has to do. So,
Chip, we're all out of time on this, and I'm so grateful to you for taking time to visit. Tell your executive director I said hey, and to watch for me, because I'm just a kid at heart, and I want to come see it.
Well, come on down. You're welcome anytime.
Emily Spivey was in there with a camera, and she did some great work. Thank you. You and I will talk again. We're all out of time, folks, for this segment. Thank you for being a part of it, and we'll see you back here next time.